Hi, I'm the Malt Activist and welcome to another whiskey review. So this is actually video number 1 of 8. If you remember, a while ago I'd posted a video of me doing the unboxing for the Diageo Special Release 2020 sample box, which had 8 whiskeys in it, right? And I said I'm now going to, at some point in the future, taste them all and sort of report back. So that is starting today. Whiskey number 1 is going to be the Cardhu 11-year-old. Check this out. As you can see, I do not have a full bottle. I have these like cute sample packs. As you can see, these sample bottles hold about roughly 50 ml each. So I think I'm going to taste about half of it today and keep the other half and try it at a later date and see if it changes or if anything evolves. So yeah. Okay, so what do I know about this? I know this is bottled at 56% cask strength, as are all the releases, by the way, for 2020. This is one of the higher ones, 56%. What does it say? How is it matured? It says, this is a small batch from refill, new, and ex-bourbon American oak. So my guess is virgin oak, first fill bourbon oak, and maybe second fill bourbon oak, all American oak. I'm a little confused between ex-bourbon and refill. I'm going to assume ex-bourbon means first fill. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've not been able to find like a very clear distinction of what they say. It's quite confusing actually. Or maybe I'm confused and I don't know the right words. Okay, so primarily bourbon maturation. Actually American oak maturation because there's a virgin oak in there as well. So let's see, interested. As expected, a pretty sort of light pale in color. Whoa. Alcohol! Just come rushing up, singeing my nose hair. It's quite citrusy, but like a pineapple citrus, soft lime citrus, like a sweet citrus. Ooh, that alcohol. It's not going. Can't seem to get past it. What the hell? Hints of brine, black pepper. Quite cereally as well. So, you know, I get the barley. It's settled down a little bit. A little minerality in it as well. Some limestone. Yeah, hints of green apple in there as well. And there's this slight touch of oak. So I don't know. I think it's a decent nose. It's just that alcohol in the middle, that's fairly high spirity alcohol, it isn't letting me really get to the flavors. Yeah, now I get this sort of fainty varnish, furniture varnish note that I'm not always a huge fan of. Okay, I don't know what to say. I think it's decent, but like I said, that it has a strong smell of spirit, almost new make spirit, that is not letting me get through to the flavors. Wow, I've very rarely encountered a whiskey that continuously does that. You know, normally I go back and I reset, or my nose gets used to it. But yeah, wood shavings. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I hate it. It's just that I don't know. Hate it when that happens. Okay, let's try it. Cheers. Wow. Okay. I think the palate is slightly better than the nose. It's not as spirity as I thought it would be, given what the nose is doing. It's quite juicy, medium bodied. I think the delivery is quite decent. What else? I get hints of white pepper, oak. Again, that pineapple sweetness is there as well. I like the spices in this. The finish is oaky and dry, with maybe like hints of again, hints of minerality, like limestones. So I'm in two minds. Okay, so this is okay. So first of all, this is not a bad whiskey at all. I think it's a decent whiskey. I'm not traditionally a huge fan of Cardhu. I've had a few and never really gravitated towards them. I thought this would sort of tick all the boxes for me because it's all basically you know, American oak and ex-bourbon and served at CaskStrength. So I think that was something that I was sort of drawn towards right in the beginning. So let me just say that this is not bad. Is it very good? No, again, I don't think it's very good either. I think it's a fairly middle of the road, uncomplicated spirit. I wish there was maybe no virgin oak in here, and I think that's probably what is kind of throwing me off. I think I would have liked for this to be more of a bourbon driven whiskey, and I think the more sweeter, mild honey notes would have come out much better had this been ex-bourbon only, first and second fill. I think maybe it's the virgin oak that's kind of throwing everything off. Yeah, quite fainty on the nose. Still there. On second sip, I don't like it as much. Wow. Okay. I mean, my opinions changed now after the second sip. I don't like it as much as the first. I don't know if it's because my palate is already kind of accustomed to the alcohol and the initial aromas, and what it's picking up next isn't working. I don't know. This is a confusing whiskey. I really wanted to like it. It's made in a way that I would really like, but for some reason it's not working for me. It's too spirity on the nose. Hints of not as spirity on the palate as I thought it would be, but I don't think it's really completely balanced. The oak is a little too forward for my liking, as are the spices when compared to the sweetness. I wish it was a little more sweeter. I wish the delivery was a little more robust, even though I don't mind it currently, but I think given its flavor profile and the balance that it creates, I think the body could have been a little more robust. Wow. I don't know. This is one of those head scratchers. Do I like it? Do I not like it? So I think I'm going to say that I don't like it, but by a very small margin. You know, I think there's a very few things, if that were different, this would have been a perfectly acceptable dram, even a good whiskey, in my opinion. But this is something that kind of falls short on the balance scale and that nagging spirit, raw spirit on the nose that I'm not a huge fan of. Yes, definitely should have been sweeter. The oak in the back of the throat is far too pronounced. It could have been a little more controlled, more mellow, more complimentary rather than very forward. I like the spices. I think the spices are nice, warming, but there's no sweetness to balance the spices, so I don't think they work. So yeah, so I think my overall conclusion is... I really wanted to like it. I really did. I think I gave it everything. But... yeah. Does it do well with water? I don't know. Maybe it does. But normally I've realized in my experience that if it's not good straight, neat, chances are it's not good with water. It's not gonna get any better with water. It might improve slightly, but it will certainly not make it good. And I think there's a reason. These whiskeys are bottled at a certain, ABV, certain percentage. And I'm a strong believer of drinking them the way they are. I'm not against adding water or anything to them, but I just feel that it's not regulated enough. Like exactly how much water should you add? So I might add less and find out that it's not a good whiskey, whereas you're supposed to add more, or the other way around. So because it's so arbitrary and there's so many variables involved that I kind of don't get into it. So yeah, there you have it. I will try it again with maybe a couple of drops of water and see what it does to me. But out of the bottle, I think it's a whiskey. I wish it was better. It's on the verge of being good. So just slightly under average for me then. Slightly disappointed, I have to admit. I was hoping all of them would be great. So we've made a poor start. But let's see. Maybe the 7 others that are waiting for me have something in store for me. So there you have it. Thank you. Thank you for joining me for this whiskey review. I'm the Malt Activist. Look out for episode 2 of the Diageo Special Release 2020. I'm the Malt Activist. Until next time. Peace.